Rapid urbanization in the future is inevitable. Every year in Asia alone, 45 million people are moving from rural to urban areas. This means an equivalent to 10 new Singapores being created in Asia each year. So what role does Singapore have to play in all this? As a small, totally urban environment with no natural resources, we have had to cope with these challenges to ensure that Singapore is a very livable city.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now, if you have ever wondered what the future holds, Siemens has actually created an exhibition showcasing the city of the future. What exactly does it entail? Let's take a look. Okay, PE is going to bring us through some of the mobile city solutions, is that right? Okay, go PE.
Okay, let me just go into, under the mobile city solution, we have sub-classified in the efficiency, intelligence and convenience. Okay, what I'm going to bring you through is under the mobile city solution, we have sub-classified under 3 categories: efficiency, intelligence and convenience. Now we have an interesting solution under the convenience part. It's called mobile parking. Now this mobile parking will enable you to actually do your parking, and you does away with all the inconveniences that comes with the current system, which is the either meter booking or the prepaid coupon system.
Okay, how is it going to be more convenient? Because it's using mobile phones, right? So you're using like GPS system to sort of detect where you're going to go, is that it?
Okay, there are different models for that. Okay, one way is you can actually send an SMS to say, okay, this is you're beginning your parking, and at the end of it, you can actually end your parking by sending another SMS. So it actually do a real-time calculation of the exact time that you actually park. Another solution under mobility, yes, we have under say intelligence, we have pay-as-you-drive solution. This will enable the insurance, a vehicle insurance company, to actually calculate the premium based on the actual usage and also the risk profile of the driver. The other solution that we have under efficiency, we will have fleet management as well as traffic offence management. Now, traffic offence management it's actually for the traffic enforcement authority to actually have an end-to-end solution right from the occurrence of the traffic offences till the fine collection.
Okay, so Govind, tell us a bit about your presentation.
In water, I think we have divided our portfolio into 3 main categories.
Okay.
Yeah, so we call it the markets in which we serve the industry. We call it the R&D in which what kind of commitment we've given to the industry in enhancing technologies, and the service portfolio of water technologies.
Okay, so what kind of water technology does Siemens actually provide?
This gives you a very clean picture of what Siemens offers. Siemens is one of the very few companies that has the entire water cycle under its own portfolio, meaning to say that right from your drinking water systems all the way going to processed water for manufacturing facilities, and also ensuring that after you manufacture anything, the wastewater is being safely discharged, complying to all the regulations on board. In general, Siemens has always been a pioneer in implementing cutting-edge technologies. An example of which was demonstrated recently in the Singapore Water Week, where we are right now executing a R&D contract with the PUB on reducing the energy consumed for converting seawater into drinking water.
Next up, City Game, an interactive city management simulation game where participants have to solve typical urban development issues from water, power, transport to finance, and take on the challenge of building a sustainable city on their own. Okay, Sui An is going to take us through the Safe City Solutions, which is his forte.
Yep. When we talk about Safe City, where we talk about is basically we have implemented some of the biometric authentications, some of the command control center in Dubai, and also some of the biometrics identifications. Yeah. So, and also some of our products that we have here. Basically, we have also biometrics centers in Gras itself, where we have a lot of R&D that is being done there. When you talk about biometrics, basically it consists of a lot of things. Yeah, the way we walk, the way we talk, our voice, all these are basically part of the biometrics authentications. So there's a few ways that actually Siemens have solutions where we talk about, we use basically match on card. Basically what happened is our fingerprint is actually stored inside the card itself, where actually we match the fingerprint based on the authentication with the card itself. Things like crowd control simulation. These are something that is very interesting that people are looking at now. Basically, we are talking about simulation of the whole crowd at certain area. So in case of emergency or anything happen, we will be able to know how we can disperse the crowd accordingly at which entrance or which area. So this particular software basically will be an advance of 10 minutes in advance, where we talk about people. When you see all this red dot, basically we're talking about the area will be very congested. So we must take full note of how we actually disperse all this crowd at that point.
Absolutely fascinating.
That's right.
If you guys miss all that information, you can head down to the Siemens Center, which is at McPherson.
That's right, it's actually a big person. It's the first City of the Future exhibition. And
no, I mean, dude, it's interesting to note, right, that how technology might affect us, especially if the population increases. Like already, like I was reading a report the other day, which the sea levels will rise by 1.9 meters, something like that. So Singapore, something like that, no, 1.9 meters.
Yes, that's true.
By the time I die, so the next generation, they're screwed. But for me, I'm safe. But so now,
we're still safe, so it's okay.
So right now, it's always good to prepare the future, because children are our future.
That's right.
And we need to prepare them.
You sound like
with
a Michael Jackson song, dude.
Children are our future.
Okay, no, but seriously, it's also interesting because, like, you know, Singapore is going to get more crowded, and you know, as in, you know, people, the world's getting more polluted, you know, people are getting more congested, and it's always,
so you have to build up and build underground.
Build underground, and it's always a tricky situation to manage a lot of people in one small spot. And Singapore looks like a role model for the future in case other cities are going to be as
congested. We're like the lab rats of the world.
We are the lab rats of the world.
But it's cool to note that we, for the 10th consecutive year, have been voted the most livable city in Asia.
That's right.
Yep, Singapore, number one. Go Singapore.
Singapore is always number one.
Okay, the first,
like our Racer TV
app. Racer TV app on the App Store coming up really soon. Okay, my city of the future, I think, would be to get rid of all the golf courses.
Why?
Because it's taking up too much space.
Okay, I think the city of the future should have all tennis courts, man.
All tennis courts?
Yeah, just all tennis courts, nothing else.
Why?
Because tennis rules, man. Tennis
we have to play doubles because it's overpopulated. Okay, anyway, we're gonna go for a short little breather and contemplate our city of the future.
That's right.
So we see you soon. Bye bye.